Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. And you know what? Before we got to start off, shout out to the crew. Dude, Kirk, Pat, keep going down the list. You guys were drilling it in WNBA last night. Well freaking done. Well done. We all say thank you. You crushed it, man. All right. So as a show, Sabrina, we got there. 3 3s. Sophie, we got there. 2 3s. Paige, you guys were right. You guys were 100% correct about Paige Buckers and threes. I mean, I watched her, obviously, but yeah. Like your comparison, and Pat, I think you'd said it. I think you and Kirk both said it. Like, Paige is big on those twos. A lot like SGA. At mid-range two, yeah, that's her game, man. You guys nailed it. But we'll take that. 2 out of 3, solid. We'll take it, especially a day like yesterday. Yeah. Now, you guys are talking about the NBA Summer League. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. Because we're going with 3 of them today. All right. Now, we're going to see what player props we get for the afternoon show. But we're rolling Celtics Lakers over 175.5. Yes, I believe both of these teams, specifically the Lakers, are going to go off. I don't see this being defensive. Well, I mean, it will be, but I think we're gonna blast on this over. Warriors Raptors over 185. We're gonna blast on this over. Now, Nuggets and the Clippers. We're gonna roll with the under 181.5. If there's gonna be a defensive game, I think this is gonna be the one that it's it. Celtics and the Lakers. I get it, but no, man. The Summer League. Like, Bronny and Dalton are going to get out there and just go. They're just going to get, like, I think they're reading the Lakers wrong. Their Summer League team's not bad. That's where we're going. Big Robert Bibbo. My day off and still got here late. It's all right, buddy. Good morning, man. It's good to see you. If everybody could hit the like button and the Titans Steelers. If you could hit the like button, that'd be huge. Today is going to be a very difficult day in terms of getting anybody's betting attention in the YouTube algorithm. So if you could, if you're watching on your phone, just grab your screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it right back up. Well, they're showing the Bengals cheerleaders. They've got the best name for their cheerleader group. The Bengals. Solid. It works. Okay. All right. I'm not going to end the show on that. But, I mean, what do you guys want to talk about? You got NBA Summer League. Which, I mean, it's just really just started, right? They've already shut Cooper Flagg down. They saw 2 games and said, all right, we're good. Look at Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan, awesome guy. His brother, also awesome guy. Pat, baseball tomorrow. Yep. Baseball's back tomorrow, man. We can just sit here and watch TV. Rex Ryan's funny. Kirk, any issues with YouTube about live streaming reruns? No, I think they're good. Like, I think we're okay with that. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. All right. Has anybody looked at sports beyond golf and NBA Summer League? Because there's no WNBA today. We got the Open going on for sure. Now, and I'll say this: if you haven't watched Brian's video, like go check it out. It's not just for the first round. You know what I mean? Um, go check that thing out, man. You'll be able to get you'll be able to get a lot of feel. Big Brad said, "AB, my man, back tomorrow. Sorry about the day off. Shoot, we're all proud of you, bro. Glad everything went well. Mama went back to work. You're in charge of the kid. As long as everybody's breathing, bro, we're all good. You don't worry about that." Prince, been watching the British Open all morning. Windy as hell there. Yeah, it is. What is it, Royal Portsmouth? Little Al, good morning. Good morning, buddy. It was good to see you, man. Big Gabe, good morning, my friend. Yeah, how do you guys feel about link style golf? You guys like it? Look at Rex. I don't know what we're counting down on the NFL Network, but top 10 something. We should have had a game, like a specific game to break down. What is it? 38 days until college football. Yeah, it's I think I mean the the Hall of Fame game is in like 2 Thursdays, right? And I believe that once we get there, I think we have football every Thursday until the Super Bowl. So like we like, and I'm saying it as like we've got football everywhere. Like we're almost there. Now it's the Hall of Fame game, but I mean, shoot, we got some of these rookies to break down. Big Gabe, I'll be at the Hall of Fame game. Going to Pat's show, dude. Nice, bro. That's awesome, man. Yeah, dude. Definitely let us know how that goes. That's cool, man. I'm hyped for it. Yeah, you should be, dude. That's gonna be great, man. That's gonna be legit. Japan, let's go. Let's go. What exactly is link style golf? Link style golf is what you see in courses um over, European style courses where it's kind of flat, one hole plays right into the other, and you're dealing with the conditions in the middle. It's good for link style would be good in Nashville. It's hot. Like the wind isn't like crazy. Yeah. This is a better way to describe it. Like flat style golf, like but open fields and no trees really, right? Like courses here, like just courses here in Nashville, for example, trees everywhere. I mean, everywhere. So when you're playing in Nashville, the wind wouldn't really get you, but we don't really have wind that bad, right? Like you could run it flat style and you would be just fine. But you run link style over there, that wind is for real. there's nothing to block it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Windy most of the holes, yeah. So that's really what link style is. And when you're dealing with the wind over there, man, it is serious, dude. Like, there's really no water hazards either, right? Yeah. Correct. Other than the ocean. Which I would probably put one in that drink. Yeah. So that's it. So if you were playing on a day where there were no wind, I mean, you could smoke it. But over there, man, those days are tough to find. It's dude, you gotta keep. Here's what's difficult about it is that you got to keep the ball down, right? Like if you're on the tee box and there's no trees, there's nothing blocking the wind, and the wind is on your ass, right? Well, if you're on the tee box, 11.5-degree driver, right? And you're trying to put this thing in orbit, big fly ball. I mean, wind could take it anywhere. So you got to keep it kind of line drive off the entire round, right? But with that is that you generally have greens that aren't huge. So when you're playing these low, more trying to bump and run, so to say, it it can be tough to keep distance and spin and all that, when you're hitting just low liners, as opposed to just, cranking right off the tee box, right? And having a nice soft land. Yeah. It could be tough, man. Then if you throw in, a little wetness. Yeah. Scott, love you, AB. Love you, bro. It's good to see you, man. Kirk, old man golf, stay straight better than long distance. I swear. Man, it's funny that you say that too. Like, I told you guys, I'm I'm trying to break 100, right? Like, I'm not great at golf at all. I love playing it. And I'll have some holes where I'll screw up. Like, but what you're talking about, Kirk, man, my old man, he's played that style of golf since I was a kid. This dude, it's fun to watch because he's not long, right? But I mean, it is not. It is the straightest I've ever seen, and I've seen him smoke people too, because they're like, "Oh, he ain't that long." I'm like, man, he goes 74, yo ass. Like, it's a great style. Like, if you can get that style of play down, it's great, man. Just staying straight, fairways and greens, man. Give yourself a shot. That's really what it is. Give yourself a shot at birdie if you can, but a 2-putt for par. 74. I'm telling you, I've seen it. It's tough to beat because it just never gets into trouble. You know what I mean? Like, it's a smart strategy. Like, if you are just accurate, you don't even have to be super long. It helps. But that and then it really comes down to how good of a chance can you give yourself for birdie or par, right? Like can you get yourself close to the hole with 2 to putt? It sounds simple. It is absolutely not. But people who can keep it straight, man, it's fun to watch. A hole in one, every hole, even par fives. I think super long has its advantage. Yes, it does. Man, golf is funny too. Like coming up, like high school, college, I had a buddy of mine. His name was Jonathan Drake. And he was, I mean, we were all kind of built the same, right? Like not the most in shape dudes, but not the most out of shape dudes, right? And golf is funny. What I'm getting at is like not a big dude at all, but his form apparently was just perfect. Golf is that sport where you could sometimes see skinny dudes, little dudes get up and just hit the piss out of it, right? It always amazed me because I was like, I don't know where this power, like, it's not a small dude by any means, but I mean, hit it like he was DeChambeau, Stocky, as my mom used to, perfect description. Would just get up and just hit the cover off of it. It's like, strong guy, athletic dude. It was like, dude, this is like tour. Like, yeah, like Rory, absolutely, like that. It would just it would freak you out. Like you would hear it and you're like, how did you do that? Oh, man. How tall is Rory? He's not big. He absolutely smokes it. All right, let me put the picks back up here. Celtics, Lakers, we're going over 175.5. Warriors, Raptors, we're going over 185. Nuggets and Clippers, under 181.5. And this afternoon, which we will absolutely have an afternoon show. We're going to take a look, see if we got any player props. I don't know. Tizzle, Rory is 5'9". Okay. Here we go. Aubrey, it's all in the hips. Congratulations. You killed a golf legend. I'm playing for Chubbs today. I called it first. Dude, I saw an interview with the guy who played Shooter McGavin. He was on Rich Eisen. Okay. So the guy who played Shooter McGavin, this is old, right? He was on the Rich Eisen show. And those putts at the end of Happy Gilmore, like those, and then like you saw the putts where like Shooter, like it was like a montage and Shooter McGavin would, hit the final putt, to win the tournament before Happy Gilmore got really good. And long story short, those putts were real. And the guy who played Shooter McGavin and Adam Sandler, like when they were filming it, Adam Sandler, would just yell out like, hey, 25 grand. You can't make this putt, in 5 attempts. And they would gamble for real. And they would do it because, obviously Adam Sandler, athletic dude, he likes us, like us, right? Likes every sport. Likes making it a little interesting, right? And the dude who played Shooter McGavin can play. He's good. So those putts that he was hitting, like when you saw Rich Eisen was laughing and he was like, well, give me an example. And he goes, I can't remember like the tournament or whatever in the movie in Happy Gilmore, the first one. He goes, but you see Shooter, like it's towards the race, like towards the end, right? And, Shooter hits a putt and he's bam, like doing like this. And Eisen was like, that was real. He goes, yeah, that was real. He goes, I was making $25K. just drilling Sandler on these bets. So long story short, yeah, the Waterbury Open, yeah. Um, yeah, so if you watch the movie again, you'll see it. And in those putt scenes, it's very real. I was like, dude, that's pretty cool, man. The Waterbury Open. That that little Ric Flair / Dusty Rhodes at 180-pound caddy comes running up. Hey, where you going off with those clubs, punk? Mr. Gilmore, I'm your caddy. Oh, my bad. Be careful with these. They're a little old. Yeah, the new Happy Gilmore. It is coming out soon. It has Chubbs' son in it. I'm not kidding. It actually has a lot of stars in it. A lot of them. Yeah, the trailer's out there on YouTube. Oh, actually, it's weird. Weirdly, I watched it the other day. I don't know how the movie's gonna be, but there's a lot of people that you'll recognize, sports wise. That tall dude, his boss, Mr. Larson, he had the nail coming out of his head. Aiming for the green, shooter? Afraid that's not possible. I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no longer than an hour ago. I love how he spoke. A big 7-foot goon. I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no longer than an hour ago. Well, good for Happy Gil, my God. He bit his 9-iron. Dude, Mr. Larson Gil, he was hilarious. I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no longer than an hour ago. My favorite part was when Shooter was yelling at the commissioner guy. And he goes, what is he doing to golf? He goes, I saw a homeless guy out on the course today after the round. He goes, I saw a homeless guy. It was his caddy. He was showering in the water. Oh my God, excuse me. Oh. Almost threw up. Oh my God. I beg to differ. Prince, I'm afraid that Happy Gilmore 2 is going to suck. I hope I'm wrong. Here's the problem. It is going to be impossible to live up to the first one. Impossible. So I'm with you. Like, it could suck. I don't know, but it gets the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch it. And I mean, Tom Cruise is a crazy person, but that makes him a great actor because he lives in another planet, right? But even with Top Gun, it was going to be impossible. Now, they came close, though. Top Gun 2, whatever the hell it's called. I mean, that was great. What rare, right? I mean, it's just going to be it's going to be impossible because Happy Gilmore was, it became a cult favorite. You know what I mean? Dude, Top Gun 2 is out. Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's rare that people live up to it. I mean, it's so hard, right? Wouldn't let me play in the Pro Tour anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, because you're black? Hell no. Damn alligator bit my hand up. Oh my God. I forgot how good that is. I'm sorry, Chubbs, because you're black? Hell no. I forgot how good. The way he says, the way Chubbs says, hell no. I mean, it's gonna be impossible. Zach, you haven't seen the first Top Gun? Oh man, no joke. I mean, the first Top Gun is. Let me say this: the first Top Gun, the intro alone is better than most movies. The entire thing, and that's just the intro. I mean, you gotta see it. And the second, like, look, and let me tell you this too. I was there for Paramount when this was going on. And that movie got delayed because of COVID, and it got delayed because of all this stuff. Top Gun 2 did. And a lot of people got laid off trying to fund that thing. But they did it. It was a hell of a movie. '90s Adam Sandler movies, some of the best underrated comedies of all time. If you're 25, oh hell yeah, yeah. And also, got to give a shout out to Adam Sandler on this too. Number one, the Sandman is like the most down to earth dude. I mean, this guy still runs basketball games outdoors in New York City. Like, number one, for the insane amount of success that Adam Sandler has had, I've never heard a negative thing. I've never heard anything close to a negative thing about Adam Sandler. And number two, he brought all his friends with him. I mean, those two are, you check those two boxes, you are a made man. Seems like the most relatable celebrity. He absolutely does. Like, and the fact that this dude like would go on, Conan or Tonight Show or whatever in big basketball shorts. I mean, he does not care. Like, he's one of the dudes that, like, you'll see him and you're like, oh, he really did just get done playing basketball. Like, insanely full of humility. And you know what else I give huge amount of credit to Sandler for? That was the worst sentence that's ever been uttered. What I give Adam Sandler also a lot of credit for is that he doesn't go looking for the spotlight. I mean, he actually hides from it, right? And he doesn't overstay his welcome. You does that make sense? Like, there for a minute, like a Kevin Hart or The Rock. And look, I can't blame those guys for going to get their money either. Dude, go get it. You'll never hear me ever complain about somebody else working to go get money, right? No, go get it. But it reaches a point where people just get tired of you. Like, I mean, you just get tired of seeing it. You're like, oh my God. Okay, we get it. But Sandler's like the complete opposite of that, which makes it good. Like, how can I miss you if you don't go away? Either Sandler or Keanu Reeves has to be the most real actor. Yeah. Keanu Reeves. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the guy, right? But seems like the same style. Owen's top success should include your buds that rode with you. Agree for sure. Hell yeah, big time. He took all his people with him. All of them. And didn't care. Like, remember when Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore came out? Like, it wasn't a guarantee that these were going to be great movies. And he was like, nope. My people come with me. And, like, I even like his friendship with Dan Patrick. Because Dan Patrick seems like that kind of guy. Man, I'll tell you, John, Sandler promised Derrick Henry a role in his movie if he runs for 2,000 this year. Henry said Sandler is favorite. I love it. Hey, you talk about another guy who does not look for the spotlight is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, yeah, I mean, he played for the Titans, right? So I don't want it to come off like I'm being biased for him because there were plenty of people the Titans that were not cool. But Derrick Henry's that dude. I mean, we were talking about him last year going to the Ravens. And there's some Ravens fans, they weren't nervous, you know what I mean? But they were like, man, he's getting older. I was like, dude, don't. I mean, we would say it every Sunday. I was like, I'm not saying bet Derrick Henry's over, but do not fade it. Because that dude doesn't age. That dude is you see it on Twitter like, man, I'm built different. No, that dude is built different. He's not a human being. Tizzle, Big Daddy's one of my favorite. Oh, Big Daddy's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You know who else is a great dude? Steve Buscemi. You know, he used to be a fireman. That dude used to be a fireman before he was an actor. 9/11 happens. He's in New York City. Dude dropped everything, went to a firehouse, and was like, I don't care what you need me to do. I'm here to help. Like, I get that you can't send me on the scene, right? But you need somebody to sweep the floor here. You need somebody to make food. Say it. And did it. Didn't advertise. Like, Buscemi is the GOAT. Yeah, 100%. And there are plenty others. Jon Stewart should be given a Medal of Honor for what he did fighting Congress to get help for all of the first responders at 9/11 because they were getting cancer and other disease, I guess you could say. I don't know how you classify it, right? But get nasty stuff, man. And we're not getting help. And Jon Stewart, I mean, he testified for a decade fighting for those dudes and women. I mean, I'm just saying dudes, right? But yeah, Roger, dude has some crazy eyes. He does. He does. Peanut butter and gumballs. Yeah, Buscemi's that dude, man. For anybody who's here, let me put the picks back up. Normally, we do talk about this random stuff every day. Usually we have more sports to break down, but you're getting a special edition here. We're going to go Celtics, Lakers over 175.5. We're going to go Warriors, Raptors over 185. We're going to go Nuggets and Clippers under 181.5. Uncut Gems is phenomenal. Yeah, it is. Yep. It's great. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen Uncut Gems, you should. Want to send us best action job, it's about a sports gambler trying to pay off his bookies, lots of drive. It is good. Absolutely. Heard that too about Buscemi. Yep. True story. And it get like, and I lost where I was going. But yeah, Buscemi's awesome. Sorry, I completely lost where I was going. The love interest of Billy Madison. Yeah. Oh, dude, what is her name? She was Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat. Dude, she went on a run there. Dude, I love it. Billy Madison, his buddies that live in his house. And then when the kids' lunches get stolen, it's just two buddies and the bus driver. Like, where did his friends come from? Who would steal 30 bagged lunches? It's the bus driver and his two buddies. I don't know why. It makes me the Bridget Wilson. That's it. Yes, Joe. Farley, yeah, he was hilarious. That's assault, brother. Sorry about that. Damn guy drives like an animal, huh? I just love that his buddies came out of nowhere and they're on the field trip. Norm Macdonald was the best. Oh my God. I'm like, how did they get there? They were on the field trip. Oh my God. They were friends with Farley, of course. And they were only there to steal the kids' lunches. When I think of Sandler, I think of Click, letting the kid get drilled. Yes. Hilarious. Robert, meet a friend for lunch. Gotta go. Hey, have a great day, buddy. Good to see you, man. Hog, has anybody watched the show Bookie on HBO? I have not. Is it good? O'Doyle rule. Oh, the O'Doyle family. Oh my God, man. Oh, Farley was great. Dude, that era of Saturday Night Live, man, I'll tell you, Phil Hartman, I mean, awful what happened to him. Like, he was such a bigger part of The Simpsons than he got credit for. I like, even that show, like, and he wasn't even a main character, but he was just so good. I mean, that whole era, they like Saturday Night Live was just pumping them out, man. Uh-oh. Dude, have you guys ever kicked field goals before? It is brutally difficult. We need to get some, dude. We need to get some of those big NFL jackets. Yeah, Kirk, 90s SNL and in Living Color was awesome. There's Derrick Henry right there. Those Steeler white uniforms they're clean. You like the Ravens purples or the blacks more? Like, I like them both, but I don't know. I don't know. I like the purple, but the black on blacks are clean. The Ravens have some dope unis. Tizzle, all black jerseys in any sport is. I agree. I mean that the Raiders are perfect. I don't care what anybody says in anything. The Raiders are a top 5 uniform in sports. I mean, that silver and black is undefeated. And the whites are clean as hell, too. Kirk, watching Louis Kill on Sunday night, you go to school the next day, everyone trying to ad-lib the skits. Yep. 100%. See, except when the Maple Leafs did it. It's wrong. Don't care. They're on. Yeah, the Maple Leafs, they remind me of the Steelers. Like, them Steelers unis don't change. I'm with you. Ooh, Reggie's right here. Have you guys seen these? Chargers released a video dude, check them out. Reggie ain't lying here. Man, I'm big on the Chargers all around, dude. They're making good decisions out there, man. Like, I'm not saying that, the Chiefs are done, it's over. The Chargers they're gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. If Justin Herbert is healthy, that team's kind of nasty, dude. They might have the best defense in the league. They beefed up the O-line. Like, I'm a huge Harbaugh guy. He knows what the hell he's doing. They all do. The AFC West, coaching-wise. Well, okay, let's think about it. All right. Seahawks throwbacks might be the clean. Seahawks, dude, you talk about the silver and blue ones? Because if those are the ones you're talking about, they are perfect. I completely agree. All right. AFC West. Look at the coaches. Andy Reid won a Super Bowl. Pete Carroll won a Super Bowl. Sean Payton won a Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh went to a Super Bowl. All right. Now, look at the same coaches. Pete Carroll won a national championship. Jim Harbaugh won a national championship. Like, don't sleep on Pete Carroll. I mean, the AFC West coaching wise is unbelievably loaded. Like, all of these dudes have coached multiple places, and there ain't a lot of losing on those resumes. Pete Carroll ain't done a lot of losing anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, the AFC West coaching wise is loaded. And it's loaded because you've got dudes out there who take their job seriously, but they don't take themselves too seriously. Sean Payton might. I don't know. He seems like a guy. Sean Payton seems like a guy who's, like, if you're buddies with him, he's hilarious. But if you're not, like, not that he's rude, but I could see him coming off as, like, smart ass. Like, Sean Payton's one of those dudes that, like, if you get him in his humor, he's one of your dudes all time. But if you don't, I could see him coming off abrasive when he's not being, like, he's just one of those guys. He's just like your buddy in the crew that's just ultimate smartass. Generally the best dude, like, in the crew. But that's just his style. You know what I mean? I could see Peyton being hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it all winners. Kirk, the Raiders' old white jerseys and silver pants. Hell yeah. Yes. Like, the Raiders combinations are simple. I mean, it's like Penn State, but they all work. All of them, man. PC 1 of 3 to have a Super Bowl and a natty. Okay, that's a good stat. Like, Pete Carroll is the dude. Yeah, that division, coaching-wise, absolutely loaded. I expect the Sun to remain, though. Chiefs have a knack. By exactly 3, right? I mean, what the Chiefs did last year in winning all those games, it was unbelievable. But that's what happens when you have excellent coaching and excellent, like, players who take, like, they take it seriously. And I'm not saying that, I mean, it's professional sports, the NFL, they all take it seriously, right? But they have a plan. They know what they're doing. They're prepared. Because a lot of times, man, like those tight games, you'll have the opportunity, but, you haven't done it a lot, right? We have 47 seconds to drive 25 yards, but we only have one timeout. We got to spike the ball. We got to run the kicker. Like all those little things that's where things get screwed up. Are we taking a timeout? Are we not taking a timeout? All right, are they going to take a timeout? And your kicker gets all flustered. Like the Chiefs take the time on all those little things. And I'm not saying other teams don't. They do, trust me. Right, but yeah, I mean, they're so calm. And I mean, it's going to happen when you face pressure every week, but they're prepared for it, Chiefs coaches are good for at least 3 wins. Oh, hell yeah. And the other thing about it too is somebody put it on Twitter and they put a picture of Josh Allen and it was a picture of Josh Allen and a picture of Patrick Mahomes. And it was showing the stats of like Josh Allen against the Chiefs in the regular season. And then when they played him a second time in the playoffs, right? And it was like, basically it was posed as, why has Patrick Mahomes killed Josh Allen's career? And I was like, it was said out of fun, right? I think it was like FanDuel or somebody, I don't know. But I replied with a picture of Steve Spagnuolo. And I was like, no offense to Patty Boy, because we love him. But it's Spags. The Chiefs have 2 head coaches. Like, you don't beat the Chiefs twice. Spags sees you once, and he's like, oh, okay. All right. Well, I got you. Like, that's why. And don't put that on Josh Allen. Not a lot of teams or quarterbacks have winning records against the Chiefs. Like, I was like, hey, don't put this on Josh. Like, come on. But, yeah, like, the Chiefs are so well coached. They have 2 head coaches. Spags is that head coach. And, I mean, to be able to have him as your DC and not worry that he's going just keep paying the dude. Josh Allen can do everything right in the defense. Yeah, I mean, I'm fascinated with the Bills this year. I think their locker room has gotten better and better, but that didn't always translate in the end. Really, 3 head coaches. Look at yeah, great point, Kirk. You're right. Joe, I love this lazy river format. Me too. Me too, man. Prince, I'll say it. Bears are winning the division this year. We'll have the number 1 offense in football. Thanks to Benny Boy. Hey. You know what you haven't heard out of those camps and stuff so far? Any controversy. I think the Bears are going to be good, man. I like Ben Johnson. I mean, the biggest problem really for the Bears is just, it's just getting more talent. Like they've got pieces. You just got to get more, get that O-line good. Now, the other tough part is that you're in arguably, I'll tell you something about that dive in a second. That division is brutal. Brutal. You're talking about the AFC West, the NFC North. Now, how the Lions going to do? They got to replace coaches. But yeah, I mean, you got the Lions, you got the Packers, the Vikings. I mean, I don't know. You talk about a team that I don't know how they're going to be. I mean, JJ McCarthy might be that dude. But that defense ain't going anywhere. They got that NASCAR package, man. They can run 4 D ends. They can run 4 D tackles. I love it. It's nasty. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I think the Bears are gonna be better. Yeah, I'm fascinated with the Lions as well. I do think that they regress a little bit. It's gonna be tough to replace those coaches on that staff. I mean, they're gonna be damn good, but it's tough to be that good. I mean, there for a minute. I mean, we were already engraving. Look at McVay. I love McVay. Love McVay. He that dude is awesome. Sean McVay. I got to talk to him briefly in a media scrum. Was that the Super Bowl in Atlanta? Was it Rams Patriots? I think. Yeah. Anyway, like McVay's, he's awesome. That dude's intense, but in a good way. Very positive. Like, you know those people that have like just kind of an aura around them, like you just feel like you just feel uplifted around the guy. It's weird. Like I could totally see like people, some people just have that. Tom Brady has an aura like that. Like you could not see him, but feel it. You're like, oh, there's a buzz. You know what I mean? McVay has that kind of feeling like, oh, we can do this. Like you just start becoming a great teammate. Like it just has it. Like he's very organized. That dude he's an old soul. You could tell he took a lot from his grandfather. Roger, you could tell McVay's mind is going 1,000 miles an hour. 100%. Like you could see the computer doing stuff. He's had that meteoric rise for a reason. That dude is special. Not to be a downer, what team is the worst team this year? Oh shoot, you're not being a downer. I think the Saints. Pete Carroll has an aura too. I bet. I've never been around him, but I 1,000% think you're exactly right. Everything I've heard about Pete Carroll is beyond fantastic. Everything. I'll tell you this. You could go look it up. I was in the room when Pete Carroll drafted a friend of mine, a guy who's been in here on the show, Ryan Seymour. Look it up. Played at Vanderbilt. He was a lineman, a guard. And I think he was a 6th round pick, 7th round pick? Look it up. This had to be 2012-ish, somewhere around there. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like sitting there with your buddy, watching the draft, waiting for him to get called. And he was just sitting with us because he was, a 7th round pick. Like in the apartment. Dude. So yeah, I'll always have love for Carroll, just that alone. All right, Kirk, back to the question. Worst team this year. I think it's the Saints. And here's the reason why. The Saints have players. They've got star players. A lot of them. Running back, wide receiver, and they've got a defense that has they've got pieces. But I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. I mean, it's going to be what, Hall, the young kid, and Spencer Rattler behind him. I just think that like the new staff, like everything that's happened down there, I don't know if it's going to gel. Like, I'm not going to put it all on one person. I think that there's a lot of unknown. And I don't, sometimes that could be good. Sometimes that could be bad. I don't think it's going to be good in New Orleans' case. I think that, like, I think the teams that were at the top of the draft this year are going to get a little better. Like, the Titans are going to be in the argument for one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, they are. But I like what the Titans are doing. I like Brian Callahan. I like the coaching staff, the front office. Like, the bigger problem was the front office, and you saw it with really how the Mike Vrabel era ended. Mike Vrabel was literally trying to get out, and I don't blame him. I mean, one person told me that he literally went George Costanza trying to get fired because the front office was so screwed up and they weren't listening to him. And it was right after, they traded AJ Brown, right? And then that GM, he got fired, and Vrabel's like, "Hey, I can do this. Just get the hell out of my way." And he could have. And the owner elected not to do that. Like, somebody told me that Vrabel lit up a cig inside the facility. Like, I'm not kidding. I love Vrabel. I absolutely love him. And I completely agree. Like, let the man work. It's working. I've seen the other side of this. I was around for Ken Wisenhunt. I said we went 15 games without winning a game in a row. I saw it. I worked there. It was horrible. Let me say this. Do you know how difficult this is why, and I mean this. This is why I don't give a shit. You could put the greatest troll on planet Earth, could come in this chat, and will not phase 1 second of what we're doing. And you want to know why? Go out and try to rile up a crowd that's an eighth full in the stadium. You're 1-13. No one's there. It's raining in December. It's outdoors, halftime, and you're losing by 27 already. Go fire up the crowd then. I will say this, though. The ultimate weapon against people who've had enough is a T-shirt cannon. You could take the saddest person on planet Earth. You fire out that T-shirt cannon, dude, everybody gets fired up. You can fire those things too. Dude, I used to take that thing and we would aim it. All right. it's just like it. I mean, it's just like, a big super soaker gun, but it's got horsepower, right? So you take T-shirts and you roll them actually basically like a little bullet, right? Like you do it like just like a T-shirt bullet, in that shape, right? And then you tape it, all right? Just that brown tape, all right? And you just tape all around it like you're taping, a baseball bat, right, on the grip. Tape, 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 right? And you've got the gun, and then you've got to have a basket that like you can like carry around your neck. You know what I mean? Like something that like you could just grab in, but you don't hold, because you got to hold that gun, with both hands. Because you could absolutely, like, if you're on the field, and you shoot that thing and you hit somebody in row 1, lawsuit time. It's gonna boot, right? Like I would aim for the second deck. I mean, these things have massive power, right? And dude, so anyway, so you got these just tape missiles, and I would just hit my buddy. And we would just pick, like we were cameramen. Like I would just pick people out, and I was like, watch, I'm hit that guy in that seat. That dude is not gonna even have to get up to catch this. Boom. We need to do an outdoor show, and we need to get T-shirt cannons and just shoot them. You guys would love him. Like, it's like fireworks on steroids. But anyways, what I was saying was that oh man, everybody was getting booed. I don't care what you did. Vince Gill was out here getting booed singing halftime. Boy, you could go look it up too. The Titans were freaking out. They were bringing out there was a moment there where they had like, people would sing the national anthem, and sometimes, for any, NFL team, sometimes it just works out where you get like a big name, but usually it's a name, somebody that can just sing it. It's a tough song to sing, right? Dude, there for a second, they were pulling every string they had in Nashville. You were seeing Carrie Underwood was singing the national anthem. Dude, in December on a noon game against the Jaguars, you're like, good God, you guys are freaking out about no tickets being sold. You're like, you pulled that Carrie Underwood for this? There for a minute, it was like, I swear to God, it was like Carrie Underwood, Luke Bryan, like the Zach Brown band, like when they were like just, I mean, nuclear height, right? I was like, what? Don't get me wrong. Nashville is very conducive to getting musical acts. It's easier. I'll absolutely say that because they all live around here, right? But even still, I was like, you were pulling out Carrie Underwood for a noon Jags game when both teams are 2-12. And they didn't bring any fans. The Titans didn't bring any fans. Like, it'd be like, dude, ask John in the chat. He knows. Dude, the Rock Steady fans were there. And that was about it. Oh, man. That's why I'll never give Titans fans, I'll never give them jump, because they sat through a lot of mess. A lot of mess. And the crazy thing was when the Titans came to Nashville, if you remember, they spent a year in Memphis. All right. Then when they came to Nashville, the stadium wasn't even ready. They had to play at Vanderbilt. They were playing NFL games at Vanderbilt, right? And the first year that the Titans came here, they went to the Super Bowl. The first year. Now, I was young, but like, I remember, I mean, everybody was like, oh, I mean, Titans run the NFL, like thinking that this was just going to last. You know what I mean? The funny part, though, and you know what? I'll say this. And this is a lesson in being humble. So when the Titans came to Nashville, it was 1999. Well, that same year, the Nashville Predators came to Nashville. Understand, the Titans come, it's the NFL. You don't have to do a lot of marketing on the NFL, and especially when the taxpayers just paid for the stadium. They're going to want to use it. So this isn't a negative on the Titans. You'll see what I'm saying. It's a positive on the Predators. So the Titans came. Season tickets sell out, all that. Like, imagine if you live in a city that does not have an NFL team, and if you brought in an NFL team, right? It's not a difficult sale, right? Pretty easy buy-in. But the Predators came at the same time, which is difficult because they're way overshadowed. And at that time, 1998, 1999, hockey wasn't big in Nashville. And in fact, hockey was non-existent in Nashville. You had like maybe a hockey league. Not a lot of people playing hockey around here. It's 107 degrees constantly, right? But what the Predators did, and I saw it, is they focused, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of DTL, a lot of the core strengths that I want to have are built off of this. True story. Well, the Predators come in, not known, obviously, and in a city that is not hockey like fever. Nobody was against it. But, drop the College World Series off in Russia, right? They're just going to look at you like, okay, we don't know what this is, but we see you. That's kind of how hockey was here, right? So the Predators, their staff of front office and business side people went to work, and they kissed ass. And I don't mean kiss ass. I mean, they went out and really made it a point to build and develop people that wanted to be there and people that, were ready to dive in. And the Predators had to lose money years in the beginning because they went out of their way to develop a fan base, right? The right way. I mean, going to seats and handshaking people, like the GM just going to thank you for buying season tickets, or like things like that, right? So anyways, long story short, and they didn't stop doing it, and over and over and over and over. I mean, they just went made sure to just this is a home, good, bad, whatever. We're all here together. Anyways, long story short, they did that and did that and did that and did that for a decade. And the Predators ended up going to a Stanley Cup final, remember, against the Penguins, and they lost it. But the NFL draft, that whole idea came from the Preds, because the Preds were having monster outdoor viewing parties for those games, like when they were on the road and when they were at home, because you couldn't get in. Now, it's the Stanley Cup final, and it's a arena that's 19,000 people. But the point that I'm getting at is that even during the tough years for the Preds, they Their people were loyal because they went out of their way, to make it a home, for the fans, like every single thing, little things that you can imagine, right? So I always liked it, like when you see team sports, whatever, that have to fight and create something and really work their ass off in the right way doing it. And Predators could be terrible, and buddy, that arena is going to be packed. Fact. Nashville Predators have busted their ass for 20-something years, really making it a point that if you're a season ticket holder, like you can do what you want. You need something, like there will be somebody to assist you. You know what I'm saying? With whatever. They'll listen to you. I mean, you can do it to an NFL team. They're like, what? Just go buy another $17 beer and leave us the hell alone. And rightfully so. I mean, who the hell's got advice for the NFL, right? But no, man, like I always thought that was cool. I liked watching it. And it saved their ass there for a while too. Oh, hell, they're not great now. Oh man. Kirk, gotta run. Yeah, well, hey, we'll get out of here, man. Look, dude, we've gone an hour and 12 minutes. Hey, I don't know any show. There's a lot of shows that I'm even gonna go today. And we just went an hour. All right, let me put the picks up here one more time. All right, Celtics, Lakers over 175.5. Warriors, Raptors over 185. Nuggets, Clippers under 181.5. There we go. Hey, Bestie, have a good day, B. Hope all your bets hit. Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. What's up, Chels? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Big Pat is the best show. Let's get it. Hey, let's get it indeed, big dog. Oh, Chels. Oh, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Big Joe, I'm still here. I'm still here too, big dog. Look at Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh took advantage of what Pete Carroll took advantage of too. When you go from college to the NFL, I mean, you've been recruiting these kids since they were in high school. You got a 1 to 2 to maybe 3-year window where you really know these players. You've seen them develop. Been recruiting them since they were 16. I mean, that's why Pete Carroll didn't. I mean, there for a stretch, Pete Carroll didn't miss in the draft. I mean, he's all like, him and his people have always been good. And it's not just a coach, obviously. There's an entire front office, developed on that. But coaches that have actually been that have recruited these same players, they know them. And they've seen strengths, weaknesses, and have they developed them, right? You look at Harbaugh, he's doing the same thing. He is smoking the draft. And we could tell as soon as he drafted Ladd McConkey, it was like he knows. He knows. Ladd McConkey's a perfect fit for what? Oh, you want your Julian Edelman? Here you go. Edelman's that dude. You want to hear a story about Edelman? All right. Edelman gets to the Patriots, and I mean, he was what? 5th, 6th, 7th round pick, whatever. And he's doing everything he can just to make the team, make just anything, right? So, anyways, that famous story of the Eagles playing against the Eagles in the preseason. Wes Welker's like, dude, I don't want to do punt return. And Edelman's begging for, rabid dog, dude, give me a morsel of something to eat. Watch. took that punt to the house, dude. The rest was history. But then, here's the other part. He's trying to get in with Brady. He's trying to get in with the wide receivers, right? Well, he knows that Brady in the offseason goes and throws. And, he's just trying to get in that mix. And, ended up renting an apartment, like not making money, man. Renting an apartment near where Brady did that just for the chance. If Brady texts him and says, hey, let's go. He's ready to go. Like using all the money that he has. And then finally gets it. Goes out there, tells Brady. Basically the same thing that Brady told Robert Kraft. Said, you don't know if this is the best decision that you've ever made. Edelman basically told Brady, said, I've been working for this opportunity in the summer that you guys probably don't care all that much about. But I know every play. I know everything in the playbook. Tom, from this point forward, ball won't hit the ground. And Brady loved that shit. When everyone else is looking around like, okay. All right, Bolitnikov, right? Like, Brady heard him. The rest was history. Edelman said, you can throw it to me. I'll never drop it. Knowing that was the one thing that you could say to Brady in a working environment that would get his damn attention. And it did. Julian Edelman is awesome. Like, go listen to his, like, I'll find the podcast where he talks about this, but he lays the whole thing out. How he felt dumb. He was wasting all of his money. He didn't know if it was ever going to work out. It didn't come from money, like regular dude. And his dad was like, keep going. Keep going. If it gets bad enough, I'll come by and drop off a bag of potatoes. Me and you will sit here and we'll eat potatoes. But keep going. And he did. And the Super Bowl MVP. Yep. Showed us what. Oh, Brady got it. That was the thing. Is that Edelman, and he's and Edelman's telling the story, right? And he's like, what? It's like Christmas. It would be like if your brother was Peyton Manning and it's Christmas time. And you're just we're all regular. And your brother, like, what the hell what are you gonna get him for Christmas? Right? Like, Edelman was talking like that. He's like, what are you gonna say to Tom Brady that's going to get his attention in 5 seconds? Like, what could you say? The man's done and lived everything. You know what I mean? But in his head, he was like, it's the competition. That's the only thing that'll get his attention. And he was right. He was like, I'm nervous. Like, Brady could look at me and laugh and be like, okay, yeah. All right, Canton's right over there. You know what I mean? But no, Brady was there to work, and he knew that. I can't do it justice, but Edelman's story is fantastic. Fantastic. Edelman seems like a guy you'd want to drink 15 beers with. Yes. Yes. But it's a great story. Edelman was like, look, I got one chance. Not to go Eminem on it. He was like, I have one shot, dude. And he was like, and Edelman will mix it. He's like, that mother ball. He goes, I don't care what it took. He goes, you know how nervous I was on that first pass. You want to hear another story? All right, you remember when Peyton Manning was a free agent? So you remember it came down to Peyton's either going to sign with the Titans or he's going to sign with the Broncos. Okay. So his workouts during free agency, I mean, you know how Peyton Manning is. Like, it's tight security. Right? So it's that summer. It's getting close to the end of, free agency deadline. And it's down to the Titans or the Broncos. Right? And the Titans coaching staff's like, come on, Peyton, let's get together a throwing session. Like, they'd already met, all that stuff. This was the last one, like, the standard operating procedure. Like, let's get you on the field with us. Throw to a couple of our receivers. Let's just look at it. And make sure it's a feel for you too, right? Truly, right? So it's done in secret. So, friend of the show, he's been in here in the chat too, Mark Mariani, if you're familiar with him. All right. Mariani's on vacation with his family or with his wife and, some friends, right? It's the off season. Gets a call from the Titans and they said, where are you? We need you right now. He's like, I'm in Destin, Florida, with my wife. Like, we just got here on vacation. And they said, Destin? Yeah. Said, okay, there'll be a plane there in an hour and a half at whatever airport. And he's like, what? Like, what? They're like, we can't tell you what it is, but you have to get on this plane. And he's like, okay. So he tells his wife, and she's like, we're finally on vacation. We've got 3 days. Like, now I'm alone. Like, what? How long? What are you doing? He's like, I don't know. And I mean, anybody that's married or whatever, like, imagine just trying to explain that, right? You have to leave vacation to get on this clandestine plane at an airstrip that nobody knows about, right? And you're not saying why. So, anyways, they're like, we'll tell you on the plane, but just we can't risk it. He's like, and he has no idea. And imagine, you're like, did the Titans get bought by the CIA? Like, what is happening, right? Anyways, so they fly him to Knoxville, like, area, right? At some high school. And he goes out there and he's like, what? They're like, here, put this uniform on. Here's your pads. What? And he's like, what are you talking about? And he just feels a paw come on his shoulder. Hey, Mark. Yeah, come on, let's go work out a little bit. And he's like, I'm just standing there now. I'm looking at Peyton Manning, whom I don't know. He goes, okay. He was like, all right, we're working out. And he goes, I knew I couldn't let a ball hit the ground. He goes, just to prove it to Peyton. He goes, number one, we all wanted him, and number two, he's like, it's Peyton Manning. So anyways, he's like, man, we had a great workout. He goes, I didn't drop a pass. I was feeling good. He goes, Peyton grabs all, he goes, Peyton tells all of them, like, hey, appreciate it, guys. Come on now. Like, we got lunch. And like Peyton Manning was treating the coaches and the staff and the pilot, the car guy. They went to some hole in the wall hamburger place that he knew. It was like, eat up, fellas, let's go. And then they just flew Mariani back. Just vacation. That's a funny story, man. You can Google that one. There's a big write-up about it. It's really good. And he's like, he goes, I didn't even know what it was. Then I look up, it's Peyton Manning. Like, oh, okay. This is how this goes down, huh? It was like recruiting for the NFL. That's how I described it. Joe, all Tom Brady cared about was who was open. Damn right. He didn't give a damn who it was. Yeah. All right. We'll get out of here. We went an extra 15 minutes. All right. Everybody have a great Thursday. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to head on some player props. If we can get them. It's been tough to find them, but I want to get on some Dalton Connect tonight. Okay. All right. Everybody see you in a couple hours. Best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see your ass soon. See you. Who's got it better than us? No!